What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Q&A. It's been a while since we did a Q&A. I figured since Resident Evil 2 Remake has officially come out, I figured I'd make this video because, I got the questions from my good buddy Zaid, I think a few days ago, and I figured today would be an appropriate time to answer those questions. But before I start this video, I just want to let you guys know if you guys have any questions for me personally or any other game-related questions or whatever you can think of. Leave it in the Q&A videos. That way I know specifically which videos are for specifically Q&A videos and which videos are, just you asking me a question right there on the spot. So leave your questions for the next Q&A in the comments of this video and or any other Q&A video, and I will get to them as soon as I can. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Start with question number 1. Who is your favorite Resident Evil character and why? Now this is a good question because I remember, so before I answer this question, I'll take you guys back about a year. So last year was the year I officially became a fan of the Resident Evil series. I bought majority of the games. I played Remake, the first one. I played Resident Evil 3. I actually broke my copy, which made me very sad. I have to get a new copy still. I do plan on getting a copy of Resident Evil 2, the original, for my PS1 and PS2, PS3. And I played 4, I played 5, I played 6, I played Revelations 1, 2. The ones I didn't play was, like I said, 2, the original. What else did I not play? I didn't play the original one. I didn't play the director's cut of that either. I did not play Code Veronica, which Code Veronica is actually on PS4. I think it's selling for about like 15 bucks. I actually do want to consider getting that and playing that. Just because, I really do like the original Resident Evil games. I'm more of an original Resident Evil fan. I prefer 1 through 3. I prefer those games, even though I think 3 and 4 is when we got a lot shooty and a lot, gun favorited, which is why I'm excited for Resident Evil 2 Remake, because they're going to bring back the scares, and I'm really excited for it. Plus, I've never played like I said, I've never played Resident Evil 2, so I'm very excited. But going back to this question, I've been asked this question before, and I didn't know for a long period of time. I was choosing between Leon and Jill and Chris, and I think my favorite Resident Evil character is Chris. He's my favorite Resident Evil character because I like Chris. I mean, I like Superman for crying out loud, so I guess I just like the Boy Scout, the big hero. Plus, he saves the world so many times. I mean, he was in Resident Evil 1, the mansion incident. He was in 5. He was in 6. This guy is just he's in Code Veronica. He was basically he's in so many Resident Evil games, and he's just the big hero of the entire series, pretty much. I mean, yeah, you got Leon, Jill, but at the end of the day, Chris is just saving the world. So I like that. I like that about Chris. He's oh, gotta save the world again. That's just how it is. So that's why I like Chris. I like Chris because he's the big Boy Scout. He's the big hero of the entire series. So yeah. Chris is my favorite. I think my second would probably be, I don't know. Again, it's between Leon and Jill. It's between those two. I won't think about that too much. Okay, moving on to question 2. Who is your favorite Resident Evil villain and why? So I actually thought about this question before I did this video, and at first I thought I was going to say Wesker, just because of the feud he has with Chris. But I thought about it more. I thought about my personal favorite. My personal favorite, I would say, was probably Nemesis, just because he really scared me. that's scary, man. Like, how do you fight that? You can't. He just keeps coming at you. He's gonna kill you. Like, I don't know. I think Nemesis is one of those villains who's just has that way of like being in the same room. It's like, I gotta get out of here, like type of thing. Like he's just the type of villain that, you know, that really scares me, because it's like, because when I remember when I played Resident Evil 3, as soon as I heard the music, or I heard like him breaking through shit and running straight at me, because that's actually one of the things that I'm really not a fan of, is like when you have like scary things running toward me. That freaks me out. Like, if you're just walking, I can deal with that because I can just run. But if you're running at me, that's going to scare me a bit. So Nemesis definitely is my favorite Resident Evil villain, just simply because of the size and the veracity of this character, and he's just unstoppable. I mean, you got characters like Mr. X. I actually never, like I said, didn't play 2, so I don't really know much about Mr. X. But I think he was kind of like, he was a tyrant too, but he was, you know, programmed to eliminate everybody in Raccoon City, which is kind of weird, because it's like, you think about it, and it's like, okay, so Resident Evil 2 has Mr. X running around going after Leon and Claire, and then you got Resident Evil 3 with Nemesis going after all the STARS members. That's very specific. So, yeah, I like Nemesis. Okay, so number 3, what is your favorite Resident Evil game and why? So, I have not played the Remake 2 yet, so I would say the second remake, the Resident Evil 2 remake, but because I have not officially played that game yet, I've played the demo, but I haven't played the full game yet, I'm going to give it to Resident Evil 1 Remake, just because I thought that game was scary as hell, because the graphics were just at the top notch, especially because especially with the spiders, man, like every single time that I play Resident Evil 1, I always get a chill that runs down my spine when I see the big spider tarantula crawl down the wall, and then I have to deal with that boss fight, which you can actually just run away from if you're smart, but, you know, I always end up fighting him just because I hate that fucking spider, man. I can't do it. Yeah, I actually watched Eight-Legged Freaks recently, and I used to be scared of that movie as a kid, but after watching it now, it's like, that movie's just hilarious, because their spiders are like making sounds they shouldn't be making, but I guess I was just scared of it because it's like, the spiders, I can't fight that. The thing's got 8 legs, and it's like my size. I'm not gonna win that fight. That'd be like if I try to fight like a 4-armed man or Goro or some shit like that. I'm not winning that fight. I mean, I have a better chance with Goro or something, but still, you get what I'm trying to say. I can't fight a fucking giant spider. That's not happening. Okay, I'm getting off topic way too much today. Okay, so moving on to number 4. What is your favorite Resident Evil moment? My favorite Resident Evil moment would probably be Resident Evil 5, where Chris finds Jill. I think that's a very powerful moment, and then the whole time when he's trying to, like, save Jill, I think that's probably one of my favorite moments in the whole thing, because it had such a good build-up when, you know, you see Wesker, and then you see the reveal of Jill, and then all of a sudden, it's 2-on-2, and then Wesker leaves, and then you gotta pull the thing off Jill and save her. I think that's a really good moment. I really love that whole moment in that little building, the mansion scene. It's really, really good. One of my favorite moments in Resident Evil. Okay, so what scene from any Resident Evil game scared the living daylights out of you, even today, and why? I would probably, going back to one of my original questions, would be the big black tarantula spider boss fight. I forgot his name. I heard it. I know it's some stupid name, but it's the big black giant spider, the big tarantula. When he crawls down the wall, that boss fight, man. That one always puts a chill down my spine. That's probably why Resident Evil 1 Remake is still one of my favorites, because that one it gets me. It gets me really good with the spiders. But yeah. I'm not afraid of spiders. It's just, it's the idea of, because phobias are like when you're scared of something for no reason. I have a reason to be scared of these mofos, because they're so quiet, and they're so quiet, and they're killers, man. They'll just, they bite you. Because I know, I've woken up and I've been bitten by spiders in the middle of my sleep. I didn't even know what I did. Like, they're so quiet. Like, that's the thing with spiders, is that they're so quiet. That's why spiders, no. Like spiders, those little bastards, they're quiet, you can't hear them, you can't even feel them crawling on you sometimes. Like, that's how annoying they are. That's how scary they are. Okay, so, number 6, and this is actually the last question. Would you rather work for Umbrella Corporation or Stars? Stars. I think they would have better benefits, and, I think Umbrella would just call me a loose end and just let me die. At least with Stars, I know I'm going to get some backup. Or, run into Nemesis, bring it on, bitch! Like, that's it. That's all I gotta say. But, thank you guys for watching. This is a very basic 10, 12-minute video. That's alright. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I'm going to get my hands on Resident Evil 2 Remake soon. I'll let you guys know when I do. And thank you for watching. And I'm out of here. Up and away. See you guys. Watching us, watching us,